Hey everyone, as you know, everyone has heard of AI, artificial intelligence, and has been using it for print on demand, but what I think is that most people are not using AI to its fullest potential. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 10 different things you can do with AI to help you with your print on demand business and hopefully get you some sales. So the first thing you can use AI for is brainstorming. So let me show you some examples of how to do that. So here I am in Twitter. I use Grok right here, and you can see if I go to my history, I've done this. I asked Grok about St. Patrick's Day. Back in the day, it gave me this whole analysis. I'm not going to go through all of them, but what I did was I said, give me a good t-shirt saying for St. Patrick's Day. So I knew St. Patrick's Day was coming up, and it did all this analysis. Look at this, all of it, and it came out. There was a bunch of popular ones, but the one that it ended up picking was Shamrock and Roll. So I didn't like this design. I could use it to create designs, but what I really was doing is trying to find out what was the most popular thing. And so instead of using this design that it did, I created my own design here. I'll pull this up. And this one, Shamrock and Roll, sold on Amazon, and it made, let me show you, 5 sales. Now, not huge, but it did lead to sales. It actually got me some sales, and I think it turned out great. So let me show you how else you can do this. I'm gonna go to ChatGPT. All right, so one thing you can do, in that case, in Grok's case, I used a holiday that was coming up and trying to get things for that. And you can use my downloads calendar with the upcoming holidays. I'll put it right here, as well as I have evergreens, like 100 different evergreen topics. So if you need to brainstorm at all, you can use AI in conjunction with that. I'm just gonna do a real quick one, like what's a good t-shirt idea for selling on Amazon right now? And I'm gonna hit it and let's see what it comes up with. So there you go. These are some of the results. Top t-shirt themes in 2025, 90s nostalgia with a twist, humor and clever wordplay, spiritual vibes, bold typography, seasonal. And look, it just gives me, it does a whole research, like a research paper on it. And final take, a trending Amazon friendly tee right now would be something like 90s retro plus spiritual humor tee. Pretty cool, right? So bold text, comedic slogan like manifest that pizza. So we could keep going here and ask it for different ones for different holidays and all these ideas. But you can see you can use AI for brainstorming. Like if you can't think of what to make, or you don't know what's popular, and you have an AI app with either Grok, I believe it's free on Twitter, or if you're using ChatGPT already to do some things, you can ask it and other AIs to help you brainstorm and come up with ideas on what's the most popular thing to work on. Now, this will just give you more things, like you'll still need to do the graphic and the phrase and things like that, but this will get you started on what kind of direction you should go in on your t-shirt designs, or any designs, whether it's posters or stickers or whatever. You could put that in. I just put something simple for t-shirts and Amazon, but you could switch out the product and the POD site in this case. All right, so the next thing that is most popular that people use AI for, and lots of people use it for, is generating graphics. And you can go into ChatGPT and Grok and type in a prompt, but I think these 3 right here are probably your best bets for creating designs, at least for t-shirts and posters and things like that, for print on demand. So first, ideogram. I've done a ton of video on here. You can see they have templates and they have specific t-shirt designs. Check it out here. And you can use this as a base here. You could type in a prompt if you want to, but having templates is a way to kind of brainstorm and look at some ideas and styles and things already there, kind of get you started. Mystic is another one, print on demand. You can log in and do all those things. I have a ton of videos for Mystic as well. They just did an upgrade to Mystic 2.0. When you come in here, you can see kind of the same way your designs that you did, and then the templates that they have here. Great way to start. And Playground as well. So we got here with t-shirts, kind of same thing with the templates. All of them kind of have these templates so you can kind of get an idea of what style you want. And a lot of them have different styles on here. You can see this is a cool flower style and everything. So this is a great way to use AI for designs. Once you get your ideas with AI on what kinds of things are popular, you can actually come in here and look for those things, or a lot of times these places have what's already popular on here, at least the popular styles in it. Summer already here, right? New, you can do that kind of thing. So they're all of these kind of have what's trending right now, and the holidays coming up and all of that stuff. So really cool. Easiest thing to do with AI, and I think the thing that most people use AI for currently with print on demand is to create designs, but there's so much more. The third thing is improving your designs, or create designs that are even better than the ones you already have. Now, a lot of this is done here in the AI apps, where you can come in here and remix these, but that's not what I'm talking about. You can actually improve your own design. So let's go to ChatGPT, for example. I can come in here, add a photo file, grab it from my desktop, and just pick this one. Let's say I want to do a better version of this design. This is my design, but it doesn't sell very well, and I don't know why. I can bring it into ChatGPT in here, and I can just ask ChatGPT, what are some ways I can improve this design? And then I can just hit go, and let's see what ChatGPT says. It's going to look at it, analyze it, and see, like, am I going to change the color? Or I don't know what it's going to say actually, but let's see. Typography tweaks, color enhancements, character improvements. Look at that. So it's telling you how to change your design to make it even better. So you can come in here, and I'm not going to do all of this, but let's just read the typography tweaks, what it says. Font contrast. Use a more playful or hand-drawn script for just stay to contrast between the block letters of positive. Yes. Yeah, I think that could work. A hierarchy. Emphasize positive more by enlarging it. Totally, because it's getting lost. It's not that big. I agree with that. Kerning and spacing. Slightly adjust the spacing of positive could make it more balanced and centered in relationship to the corgi. Yeah. So it's kind of getting lost. Maybe that word's getting lost because the corgi is taking up too much space and stuff like that. So all of these, you can look at it and see, and then you could actually ask it to give me an example of what to do. And you can see right here, it says, would you like a mock-up showing how some of these changes could look? And I'm just gonna say yes, and that's it. And let's see what it comes up with, how it improves my design. So it's actually taking my original design and improving it. And I think this can help a lot, because a lot of times you make so many designs and only like 1 out of 10 sell, right? So we can go back and see, do this on some of the designs that haven't sold, and kind of refine it and see how it works. All right, there you go. So it took my design and just played with it a little bit, and let's see the difference between this one, which is kind of cool, but I think it actually did a better job by doing it this way and pushing it together. So it improved it slightly. We can take this, upscale it, put it on, and see if it actually gets more sales from the other one. So pretty cool. And we can actually, ask more. Can you change it more? Or can you make it a different color, or whatever it is? And maybe even change the wording on it. So really fun on this. In fact, that leads me to the thing number 4 that you can do with AI. So the 4th thing is to come up with a quote, or have a quote generator using AI. So Vexels has one right here. It's still in beta, but it's really good. So if you have something, let's say you want something random, or you're doing something about camping, you can click that. And what type of feeling do you want? Maybe I want a funny camping shirt, and maybe just a medium size. Let's see what it comes up with. So it's going to think about it. What are some funny camping slogans? And here we go. Embrace the wilderness beauty. Adventure awaits. Oh, that just changed. Camping here, don't care. Sleep under the stars. And so on. And so all of these can be a great way if you're doing a camping t-shirt design and you already have a design but you don't know what words to put on it. Look at that. There's a whole bunch. And it does it all with AI. It's really smart. Now you can do the same thing on our design that we're doing here. I'm going to ask it to change the words. So I put, what are some other phrases that would match this design? Boom. And let's see what it comes up with. Look at that. I didn't even ask him how many to give me, but it gave me 10, 5, 20 different ones here. And they're all pretty fun. So just pick one of these And you know, I could probably ask it to put that, instead of just stay positive, use one of these, and it will make it for me. So really cool way to use AI if you don't know what phrases to use, or if you want to use something, you notice a phrase is trending right now, but you don't want to copy it because it could be trademarked and all of that. You could ask it to do another phrase that's similar, or use a phrase for this graphic that I just got, and all of this stuff. So really cool way to stand out and do something different is to have it generate some different phrases, and some really fun ones. You can say you want it funny, you can say you want it serious, you can say you want it whatever on there, but a lot of times the funny ones work. So the fifth thing that you can do with AI is upscale your art. So a lot of times when AI apps do these, the size of these are like 1024 by 1024, and you're gonna have to upscale them if you want to use them for print on demand, because for print on demand, at least for t-shirts, you're gonna need something in this range of 4,000, 5,000. I like to use 4,500 by 5,400, so somewhere closer to that. Just stretching it from 1024 to 4,500 isn't great, because then you'll see a lot of the pixelation. So you're going to want to upscale it, and a lot of these apps have it built in. You can see it here on Ideogram, you have the upscale right here. On Mystic, it's down here, free upscale times 4, so 1024 times 4 is 496, pretty close. On Kiddo itself, you can have it upscaled here. So a lot of these apps are built in, but if you aren't using these apps to create it, if you're using something like ChatGPT, it doesn't upscale it for you. So you can do something like dgb.lol here, use the image upscaler, and I don't have one right now. Let me just click on here and pull the design that I had in here, just so you can see how it works. And it upscales up to 8 times, so 8 times 1024, you know, over 8,000. So usually I use about 6 times, and that gives me right in the spot that I need. And once you pick one of these, you just hit submit and it'll do it. It probably takes about 15 minutes or so, depending on how detailed it is. And you have it in an upscaled version that you can use. You'll still need to remove the background, but it's the right size at least. The sixth thing you can do with AI is vectorize something. So if you don't want to upscale it and you want to keep it all vectors, most AI graphics are not vectors to begin with, they're raster. But if you want to turn it into a vector, you can see like on Kiddo, they have it built in, Vectorize your tool, Vectorize your AI art. Vexels is another one that does really well. I have a video for this one. You can go here to the designer tool, and you can see all the ones that I've vectorized it. I'm going to go to my projects. This one is the one that I just did lately. You can see it's already vectored, but if I go in here and pick some of these other ones that I did, I vectorized it as well. So super easy. I'm going to pull one of these on here that isn't vectored yet. So you can see that is one AI art that I did. And I can hit vectorize right here, uses 5 credits, and it's going to ask you how many colors. I usually like to go to 12 and then vectorize the image. But this one is already vectorized, and I usually bring this in and can change the colors and so on. Another place you can go to vectorize your design is vectorizer.com. It does a pretty good job. Just drag in your files here and it will vectorize it. Now the difference between vectorizing and upscaling is this will change it to a vector, and once it's a vector, then you can scale it up and down. You don't want to scale up a raster file because then you have pixels, but vectors don't have pixels. They're all straight lines, and so when you stretch it out, it's still going to be nice straight lines because it's a mathematical equation that can be bigger or smaller and doesn't really matter. So that's one of the reasons why people love using vectors. That's why I like using vectors. It's also very easy to change the colors and add an outline on it and everything like that. So if you want to do vectors, AI can do it for you, and there's a lot of different apps that do it. The thing you can do is remove the background. I actually should have put this as the sixth thing because it's related to the designs that you upscale. So after you upscale your designs, you're going to want to remove the background, and you can see on Kiddo it has that built in, remove background. On Mystic we have the remove the background for free here as well. In Canva, if you go into Canva, if you bring in your design there, you also have a background remover. So a lot of these places are using AI now to just remove the background so that you can have that on a t-shirt. So when you you don't have this blue square in the back of your t-shirt or black square or whatever you have. Really cool. Instead of having to go with Photoshop and try and match the colors or whatever, trying to remove the background, AI is really good now and getting better and better. Isn't perfect all the time, but it's getting better and better at removing the background so that you can take your bigger design and put it on a t-shirt. Now this is only for the raster designs. If you have the vectorizer and vectorized your design, you can easily just click the background and delete it. But for those that you've upscaled and they're still a PNG or JPEG or whatever it is, a raster file, this is really helpful to get that background removed instead of trying to use some magic wand or other tool. So next is writing product descriptions and titles. So I just put in the design here. I'm in ChatGPT, but you could use any app that your AI app that you want to use. Now here's my design that I did, the design example that we use with the corgi and staying positive. And I just put here, write me a title for this t-shirt design with good SEO keywords so that people can find it. The title can only have 60 characters because that's the limit on Amazon. You're going to have to find out what pod site you're using and what's the limit there. Then write me a good description for this t-shirt with good SEO and keywords. The description can have up to 250 characters because that's what it is on Amazon. So let me show you, and we'll just click it right here and see what happens. So there you go. So you don't even have to think about what to put on here. Now you don't have to put t-shirt at the end of your Amazon ones. It does it for you automatically. So you could rewrite the prompt in here and say, I don't need t-shirt, can you swap in another keyword? But it has cute corgi, yeah, that makes sense. Stay positive, that's what we're saying right here. Funny dog lover, and then t-shirt's going to be added automatically, or whatever product is there on Amazon, so you don't have to put that. And then look at that, spread good vibes with this cute stay positive corgi tee. Now again, you don't have to put T on here, so you may have to tell ChatGPT that don't put t-shirt or T or anything like that. But it has perfect for dog lovers, that's great. Kawaii, it's saying that kind of stuff. So, and you can do it for descriptions or anything else that needs it like that. So this is really powerful. You could probably write a script for this, or there's probably already GPTs that do this. But if you just want to use this, steal my prompt, you could probably make it better. It's really simple prompt, but yeah, you can use AI to help you write things. If you're not really good and don't know what SEO, what keywords you should be using, there you go. You can use it for that. So the next one is Mockup. So did you know you can use AI to create mockups? Now, this is one that I put here. You can check out this. You can make your prompt whatever you want, but this is a really simple prompt. And I just used it on ChatGPT here, ChatGPT 4.0, and look at this. Look at what it came up with. Pretty cool, right? It added this. Now you can say what you want here. Now I changed it. So I went here and I'm like, well, maybe I want a white background wooded floor, and there's a space here. So I want to fill this space with tennis shoes. Guess what? I'm going to go back. That's exactly what I said. Make the floor a white wooden floor and add tennis shoes in the bottom right to fill the space. Look at that. Pretty cool, right? Now I probably would do it again and ask it to remove the tag because I think that tag makes it look fake, but everything else pretty good. Let me show you what other kinds. So this is just a flat lay mockup. You could also make mockups with people. So here's one of my designs that I have. You can see I just pulled it from Detour Shirts, Havana Good Time, and then I wrote this text: have a woman on a beach wearing the blue shirt with this design on it. Now I forgot to tell it that this design is not for the back of the t-shirt. It just assumed that it was on the back of the t-shirt. So make sure that you put that it's on the front. So I wrote this instead. I said, whoops, I forgot to mention that this design is supposed to be on the front of the t-shirt and make her look like she's having a good time because it says Havana Good Time. And check at that. It made a design or mock-up that you can use for your t-shirts, for your store and stuff like that. And it just took my design. I didn't have to put it on there with the AI app. It just, because I uploaded it, it knew what design I wanted and it just put it in there. Now, if it's too big, you can say make the design smaller. If you want it on a different color t-shirt, you can. If you want things in the background, you can. So this was a very simple prompt, but the results are pretty cool. It kind of looks like something from Placeit, but it's not Placeit. It's from ChatGPT, and it just used my design. Now, Is it the same exact design? It's pretty close, right? Like maybe the good time was a little thicker, but I like it put the birds in the right place. The designs here, it just took this design and like put it on there, which is really cool. All right, let me show you like in real time. Let's do another one with another design. So I'm gonna take the same corgi design. I'm gonna say add files here with my corgi. There it is. All right, let's see what happens. I just put have a girl with a corgi wearing a shirt with this design on the front of the shirt. Okay, I could probably get AI to write me a better prompt than that too, but let's see what happens. Now this is a more complex design. I don't know if it's going to be able to do the same similar design, but it did pretty well before when I asked it to help me create a new design. So let's see what happens. All right, so this is what ChatGPT gave me. I forgot to say it needs to be photorealistic, but it did a really good job. It took the design and put it on a blue t-shirt, and she does have a corgi, and I guess because it's matching the corgi that's on the t-shirt. So pretty cool. Again, you can make it so that it does something else, but it all depends on the prompt that you put into ChatGPT or whatever AI that you're using. It can make a mock-up for you, any kind of mock-up, photorealistic or cartoon or whatever that can help you with your t-shirt designs. Now the last thing I want to talk about that AI can do is social media posts. So I think, I haven't done this before, but I'm going to guess that it can help me with that. I'm going to take this Havana photo that we have here. So all I wrote here is, can you make this into a social media post for Instagram that will get engagement? Let's see what happens. All right, so maybe it didn't understand the assignment, but I guess you could run this over and go over again. I think it kind of mixed the two, so they have this and this together with that. So it kind of remembered, I should have started a new one, but it has the girl holding the corgi now and has a different design in there. So it can do those kinds of things. I think this would get engagement because of the corgi, but maybe you might have to be a little more specific on what you want. Look through some other posts that you like and then put those in and then kind of mix the two together, and I think that can really help you do well on social media. Now you could add some text, you could ask it to add some text that's engaging or whatever, but it can do whatever you want it to do. And I think instead of trying to create something from scratch, you can use AI to help you create posts to get you some more views on the things that you're making with social media and print on demand. So there you go. Those are the 10 different things that I thought of that you can do with AI. I'll put the list right here. And I think AI can actually do more than these things. Let me know if you do something with AI that are not these 10. Put that in the comments right here. What do you use AI for print on demand or whatever you use? Maybe it's for other things as well. Now, if you want to learn more about that Mystic 2.0 that I talked about, I'll put that video right here. It's the upgrade, their latest upgrade that they just did, all the new things to upscale for free and remove the background. It's a huge game changer, and I think they're gonna do a lot more in the future, so keep an eye out for Mystic. Thanks again for watching, and as always guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.